Rise and shine, it's logging time with CheezyGV. And yeah, I haven't really done vlogs on this channel besides from the occasional pre-release vlogs that I used to do way back. I think it's getting close to being like 7 years since I've done one of those, so you know, this is kind of a wild card content thingy. Also, the content on the YouTube has been super slow in general. I think I've only done like one upload a year, sometimes even two. Crazy, I know, right? What inspired me to do this video is I usually don't have any like things to vlog about, really. My life's pretty simple. Like, I go to work, play video games, I stream every now and then. Not much super interesting going on over there. But I've recently picked up a new hobby in the form of Hapkido, and a lot of people probably just don't even know what that is. Some people might mistake it for Aikido, which is close, but not quite. So yeah. You might have noticed I don't have an actual script for this video. I just kind of pressed record and started, you know, talking to the webcam. It's something I haven't actually done in a long while, so it's kind of interesting, you know. Streaming is very different from making videos. Way back in the day, I used to do a lot of videos, and now I do more streaming. Not a lot of streaming either, though, so you know, it is what it is. But yeah, I'm getting sidetracked. Let's get back on track here. So I picked up Hapkido, and like I said, some people might mix it up with Aikido, but it is not a Japanese martial art. It is a Korean martial art, and it's a very wide arsenal of things in this martial art. I mean, we do have punches, we do have kicks, we do have grapples. Obviously, this, you know, you gotta practice falling the right kind of way. We actually use elbows in this as well. You know, knees, palm strikes when you get to green belt, but there's a whole nother thing. It's actually the dojang for this is like under a kilometer, I think, maybe just 1 kilometer walk. But it's super close to my apartment currently. So like all the stars align for this hobby for me to try. I've always been interested in martial arts in a way, because I respect people who do martial arts, and it looks super cool, and it's an effective, you know, means of self-defense depending on what the martial art you actually pick up. So this actually does seem like a pretty functional martial art from what I've gathered so far. I've been to two like getting to know the hobby classes, where just like I didn't have a gi or anything, and I've had, as of recording of this video, one class where I bought my gi and I'm an official like member of the group, which is cool. And oh boy, there's a lot to learn. Like you would think that like just take like a stance, get ready to throw down, and then just do some punches, and it's all gonna be good. No, no. Actually, so much like small things you have to consider. In even like something as simple as a jab. And if you don't know what a jab is, it's basically like, alright, you take your position and you take a step and twist your fist like this and do like a straight jab. It's pretty simple. But even something as like simple as a jab, you have to take into account, like, you know, where you keep in your other hand, where you have your feet planted, and how your weight distribution is planted, and what part of the knuckles actually hits your opponent. It's like, it's supposed to be these two. And you gotta have your thumbs here, not here. It's something I learned on the first official class that I went to. Is like, I was keeping my finger here. Yeah, that's a no-no, keep it here. There's so many things you have to take into account when, you know, starting to do martial arts and stuff like that. It's actually mind-blowing. I even got like a little folder. Kind of a folder, not like a computer folder, but an actual like folder with like the things I need to learn in order to like master the techniques of the white belt, or actually start. Should have probably mentioned that as well. Oh yeah, I haven't really talked about the martial art itself that much. I haven't just like going on a rant about things that I'm like learning. Yeah. Anyway, let's give you a little bit of a info dump on the martial arts. So let me get out the folder. Just a moment here. Oh boy, hey, it is my white belt as well. Sick. How do I put this in the? It's all in Finnish. You don't really understand it, but it's the Finnish Hapkido Federation. I got my own like technique guide. It's always got like the, you know, the welcome page. Am I good? I think I'm good. So it has like stuff like the history of the martial art, and then there's the Grandmaster Jeff J. Booth. It's pretty cool stuff. I should probably mention the belts. You know, usually when I pick up something, I don't do like a lot of research. I do some research, but like the super deep stuff, I don't really get into it. So that's why I'm still learning about a lot of Hapkido's things at this point. And it's kind of interesting, you know, because you're learning like basic stuff, and then you're learning like the lore, I guess, of the art. It's pretty cool. And there's 3 principles in Hapkido: the circular movement, non-resistance, which basically means, okay, circular movement and non-resistance are pretty much the same thing as I've collected so far. Is like you want to like receive the attack and turn it against them, very much like Aikido, but you know, there's other techniques besides, you know, throwing and stuff like that. And the water theory, which is a reference to Bruce Lee's, you know, that speech about water, is like, imagine, be like water. If it goes in the bottle, it becomes the bottle. So it's like formless, but at the same time, it adapts to any situation. It's a pretty bad explanation. Bruce Lee put it way better, so go watch that. Pretty much, you know, water, it can flow peacefully, and it can also crash. Like water can be a force for good. It can go crazy like a tsunami, you know, cause destruction. So it's pretty cool. And yeah, there's stuff like, you know, how you fold the gi, or the dobok, as it's called here, and how to tie your belt. I'm not gonna show you super like close-ups of the pictures, because you know what, that's gonna take forever, and we're just doing a little bit of a bloggy. There's also Korean terminology, which is pretty cool. Like there's words, there's like breathing, tanjun. The school or the gym is a dojang, different from dojo in Japanese martial arts. Is a dojang. The suit is a dobok and not a gi, actually. I did call it a gi earlier, but like everyone knows gi. Okay, not everyone knows gi, but you're more likely to know what a gi is than a dobok, to be fair. And obviously, like Hapkido also has like a very spiritual side to it, because like at the start of every class, there's like a breathing exercise we do. I think I can demonstrate it a little bit for you here. It's a pretty basic wide stance. And then you bring your hands forward. Very slowly, and you should be like doing breathing with the hands going out and then coming back in. And you do this in your own pace. And we usually do like 4 to 5 times at the start. I actually got a little bit winded there. Because like you're supposed to do a calm breathing with the in and the out. And I was just talking through it. It's kind of weird, but yeah. On average, I'm probably going to be spending 3 months being a white belt, depending on how often I go. And I'm intending to go twice a week, because it's held twice a week, so max you can go is twice a week. So I'm trying to go twice a week for sure. And yeah, so let's look at the belt system. It's very similar to a lot of other belt systems, but in the order of them, there's some variety here. So you start off as a white belt, yeah? It's pretty basic. It's almost every martial art you start as a white belt. After that, you upgrade to orange. After that, yellow. After that, green. Then blue, brown, red, black, and black. So that's gonna be quite a journey for you to get to black belt. Also, the fun thing that I really like about like this progression system, and what really is driving me to like progress a lot in this, is like you start off with white belt, you do pretty basic punches and kicks and some like grapple moves. But on your orange belt, you'll start using elbows instead of jabs. There's obviously a combination where you do a jab, cross, and a hook, but you're gonna be using a lot more elbows for like the striking techniques. And that's like super cool. I've never actually done elbow striking. I know Muay Thai is one that does a lot of elbows and knees, but elbows sounds pretty cool to me, so it's pretty cool. And after that, on the yellow belt, you'll be doing mostly for strikes hammer strikes, which I believe is when you hit like with this, like you would hit with a hammer. So like you hit with like this part. Correct me if I'm wrong though. I might be wrong. And then, dude, is this so interesting because like there's so much variety. And then when you get to green belt, your strikes will be palm strikes. So you'll be striking with the palm. So like whenever you upgrade, you're gonna be learning new things. And then elbows come back in blue belt. Brown belt has forearm and elbow and hammer fist and tiger mouth. So I'm guessing it's something like this. If it's anything similar to Kung Fu, it's pretty cool. And then red belt is gonna have a lot of elbow, forearm, rolling punch, back fist. There's so much stuff. Also red belt gets super complicated. And then there's the red black, which is pretty crazy. I don't even know what some of this means. I'm guessing I get to learn. Hapkido so far seems super interesting to me, and I gotta say, it's outside my comfort zone, because like, a lot of people probably don't know this fact, but I have really bad kneecaps. So when I was in high school, both of my kneecaps got dislocated once. It's if I got a nickel for every time my kneecap gets dislocated, I would have 2 nickels, but you know, it's weird that it happened twice. Okay. And then it was both different kneecaps. I've gotten the left one and the right one, like schnappity dude on the side. Shit hurts. And after those incidents, ever since then, I've been very weary of doing anything that would involve like some kind of an activity where the knees have a chance to go slippy slip to the side. And I think that has limited a lot of like activities I could be trying out that I just haven't tried out because knees bad, fear that they go snap, because it's not a very fun feeling when your like kneecap slips to the side. It's quite an uncomfortable situation, to be sure. When I was thinking about starting Hapkido, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do it anyway. They might snap to the side, but you know, you can't live your life fearing that your knees are gonna go snappy snap, because you know, they might go snappy snap even if you're not doing exercise. They might snap just when you step on a rock and you're off balance. And one of the weirdest things that inspired me to actually do this and like go outside my comfort zone is the anime Eren, as of recording of this video, Blue Lock, has a character called Chigiri Hyoma, and that dude like he had a leg injury and he loves football. But he was like, oh shit man, I can't do football anymore. I'm too afraid. My leg's gonna get busted and then it's all over. But then, in the middle of a match, he just goes like, you know what? If the leg gives out, that shit, I'm still gonna try it full speed. The dude's absolutely slapping out there on the field. That hit me right here, and I was like, yeah, why not? This is one of the reasons I actually picked it up, and yeah, I could do some videos of me wearing the dobok, but maybe I'll save that for vlog number 2. This is kind of just like, I'm gonna start doing these vlog things, and if you wanna watch more, yeah, it's good stuff. Yeah, it's cool. And that's pretty much what I intended to do with this vlog. Is like I've started a hobby, and it's kind of like documenting my Hapkido journey. That's the thing. Yeah, I'm gonna document my Hapkido journey, and one of the second reasons is there's like very little content on this martial art. So many videos on like all these other martial arts, but Hapkido has very little information on it online. So I figured, you know what, as I'm collecting the information, and if anyone else is actually interested in the martial art, they can like kind of see of a beginner perspective of how things go down. I'm gonna see if I can actually get to record in the dojang. Would be cool to like actually show you like first-hand footage of like what it looks like when you're practicing this martial art, but you know, who knows, maybe we'll get to do that, maybe we won't get to do that, but it will still be cool nonetheless. If you like this kind of content, if you want to see more martial arts related content or Hapkido related content, just subscribe to the channel, like the video, drop a comment down below if you have any tips for me as a starting out Hapkido practitioner. Or, you know, if you're coming from other martial arts, if you want to give me some pointers on things to, like, work on, maybe, like, exercise-wise, like preparing for these martial arts classes, that would help me a lot too. And if you just want to say something, you can also just do that. So yeah, thank you for watching, and this has been CheezyGV. See you all on the next one.